I think some of you thought this was a dinner, but sometimes things change. Thank you. Much of tonight is dedicated to celebrating marriage equality, the landmark legislation signed by the governor in the historic Windsor case, which gave our marital rights full federal recognition. Getting to this point took the dedicated efforts of many people working together, not the least of whom was Mayor Michael R. Bloomberg. "12 years ago, when Mayor Bloomberg was elected mayor, our city was traumatized and in shock. 12 years later, and again, it is confident and again the world's model. 12 years ago, the LGBT community had yet to win its landmark civil rights case, or bill rather, SONDA, and the marriage equality we celebrate tonight was but a distant hope. Mayor Bloomberg has played an important and critical part in getting us to where we are today. The second bill signing that the mayor held after taking office in 2002 was to extend civil rights to transgender people in New York City. New York City became the most populous urban jurisdiction to provide basic rights and protections to transgender people in employment, housing, and public accommodations. We thank the mayor for doing at the beginning of his first term what we fervently hope Governor Cuomo will do by the end of his first term. At a critical time, several years ago, the mayor also publicly declared his support for marriage equality. Prior to the passage of marriage equality in 2011, the mayor lobbied tirelessly for the bill, and his advocacy on both sides of the aisle helped to ensure that the bill passed with bipartisan support. He has continued his commitment to marriage equality nationally, and most recently co-chaired Freedom to Marry's Mayors for Marriage campaign and filed his own amicus curiae brief in the Windsor case. Even more significantly, I think, he led the efforts to re-elect the 4 heroic Republican state senators who voted for marriage equality as they faced the wrath of NOM and a large conservative coalition. He reminded us with his words and resources that we should not forget our friends when they do the right thing. While we at Prodigen have not always agreed on all issues with the mayor, he and his staff have always had an open door and been willing to discuss all of the issues. You cannot ask more than that from your elected officials. We are particularly grateful for that productive relationship, and please join me in recognizing Mayor Michael R. Bloomberg for his service to our city for the last 12 years and his marriage equality help for all New Yorkers. I just want to say, the mayor is not a stranger to our stage, and to memorialize and for him to remember all the times he was here, we have a picture taken at one of our prior events. So.